everybody. Happy Saturday. I am Kid Cadet, joined by the beautiful and talented Danica Jenelle.
Go on.
Oh, I will. All right, guys, we're going to get tonight's party started. We're going to bring up our first guest. He is the incredible Danny Franzese.
Hey, hi, everybody.
Oh, my God. That was brilliant. Thank you.
Just the opening number.
And speaking of music, let's bring on our next guest for tonight. We have, as he has so modestly put it in his own name, the man, the myth, the legend, Joey Fatone.
Hey, let me do my tap dance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Was that just off the cusp, or was that choreo? Was that
happy feet? It just happens.
Well, awesome. All right, I think we're going to rearrange the screen.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Whoa. Warn somebody.
So, how have you guys been doing so far during this interesting time?
Oh, sorry, Danny.
Yeah, me? I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm just playing video games and podcasting.
Same. What kind of games are you on? What kind of?
Well, it's actually really interesting because I got my Nintendo Switch hooked up to my projector now. So now I have it on like the whole wall.
You're in it.
And so 2 years ago, I beat Breath of the Wild on the little screen on the road, like on tour. But now I have my bestie, Azariah, who comes over, and I stand there with a stick, and I'm on the wall, like, coaching him how to beat every monster. And so I'm really just like the Abby Lee Miller. I'm like, I sit in a chair, and I'm like, move, get him! Go that way! But I'm still enjoying it. I'm reliving it through his eyes.
All right. I've been doing the Oculus. I'm doing the VR a lot, so I look like an idiot.
Oh, that's yeah.
But it's beautiful because the thing about it is you're like in another world. So you're not just looking just at a screen or inside. You know, I could be outside, I could be inside, I could be wherever I want.
It's escapism.
Exactly. That and my kids. I got two kids that usually get them. Me and my ex, we go week on, week off. So it's actually really nice because then I have the kids for the week, and then I get a week off by myself.
Get all zen.
Yes. That's what I've been holding up. So pretty good. So far, so good. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
It's like, I think for me, you know, the reality is when I do work, I usually travel a lot. And when I am home, I do spend time with my kids. And I'm mostly home. Meaning I don't have like a 9-to-5 job when I'm here and all that kind of stuff. So to me, it's besides not going out to restaurants and not going out to a club or a bar or someplace to meet somebody, I'm so far okay. It's getting there though. I'm about to lose my shit soon, but it's getting there.
Another couple weeks. We'll be back to conventions in no time.
Exactly.
Okay, so actually before we start this, I think we have a photo. We're going to bring up a photo if we can, possibly, maybe. So I have known Danny.
Wow.
I know. This is
wow.
mustache.
Yeah, before that mustache was real, yeah.
That was real. Yeah, and that's my natural hair color before I discovered bleach. It's growing back in right here.
Oh, so, my gosh.
Throw it out that I have known Danny for more than half my life, and now we got him back on the stream. Yeah.
You were my first daughter, my first acting daughter, my first acting niece.
I think I told you the last time I saw you at a convention that you taught me a whole bunch of curse words, so I appreciate that. The first time
I can't believe I did that.
It's okay. I learned a lot, but all right.
I'm like, welcome to showbiz, kid.
Here you go. Yeah.
I'm like, welcome to showbiz, kid. You gotta know all the terms. That woman is a bitch.
Okay.
And it comes in real handy. You know, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, of course, those words always come in handy. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, the best tool ever.
Right. We have a special thing that I'm not sure that you both know this, but both of you were actually born in Bensonhurst.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you know that? You guys are both.
No, I did not know that. Whereabouts?
Yeah, and then you both moved to Florida as kids.
Oh, we're in Florida.
Orlando.
Okay, so we were gonna go to Orlando. I was in Gravesend, like Kings Highway, Highland Avenue, 9th Street.
Okay.
And then we moved to Fort Lauderdale, which is Diet Brooklyn.
I lived on 84th between Bay Parkway and 21st Avenue, and then I went to Orlando. Funny.
See?
I went to St. Mary's Catholic school.
That's all they let you do when you leave Brooklyn is go to either Florida, Jersey, or Staten Island. They're like, which one? Those are your choices.
That's it. You didn't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
And now a lot of people are going from Brooklyn to Staten Island to Jersey. That's the order is what I'm seeing. That or the Florida, one or the other.
Yeah. Well, there's a bridge from Brooklyn to Fort Lauderdale. I'm telling you.
As a kid, did you ever go to Nellie Bly?
Yes, I went to Nellie Bly.
We were gonna ask you guys.
Honestly, I actually think I'm chubby because they had this big chubby man. You put your head over here, and my dad was like, "One day that's gonna be you," and I cried. And now I think that's why I eat myself through my life because of the fat guy at Nellie Bly. Also, I remember they had at Nellie Bly. This is like a little children's amusement park, right?
Yep.
I remember they had like a
little boat in the water.
Little boat in the water, and then they had like a train that went around real farm animals that would just smell like manure.
They had a pony that would go around in a circle too. They had ponies.
Yeah, just horse
slide
crap. We'd be like, oh, and they just drive us through goat poo. And then they had a haunted house there.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to go in, but I was always
too scared. I was the same way. Yeah.
I begged my mom to let me go in, and she took my hand. She's like, "Fine, I'll take you, but you always run away." And then she drags me in there. The first thing that jumped out, it was a light with a skeleton that went like that. I bit the guy's hand that ran the ride and pulled away from my mother, and I was out of there.
Did you go before or after Nellie Bly? Did you go to Spumoni Gardens?
Yes, with L&B's Pizza next door. The best square slice you'll ever have in your life. I tell everyone, I'm like, it's not even pizza, it's its own thing.
Yeah, it's true. Very
it
true.
really is. L&B's 86th Street, next to Spumoni Gardens. If you got a kid with you can buy a plastic inflatable SpongeBob right outside. They got them, I promise. I promise they got them. They're stocked up.
Sorry, we're going back through memory lane. Apologize. Look at that.
Look at you.
No, that was the whole point.
Yeah,
well, it worked! You manipulators!
It is all a diabolical plan.
Me and him we're about to start crying and like Godfather saxophone music.
Right.
And we're gonna pour out the big jug of wine for the homies.
The big Chianti.
Oh man.
Well, the Wonder Wheel on Coney Island. What? Sorry.
Huh? Coney Island?
No. I'm thinking of Coney Island now and everything. It's all coming back.
Yeah, it's like my whole life's flashing before my eyes.
I know they have like really good hot dogs over there, right? They have a bunch of Nathans.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan's in Coney Island. That was like, isn't that one of like the original ones? Right?
Yeah, for sure. That was the one.
Do they still do the hot dog eating contest?
Yep. That's what we're just about to get to. Yeah, Joey Chestnut. Did he win this year? I forgot if he did. Every year they have the hot dog eating contest, July 4th.
The key is to dip it in the lemonade. That's the key.
Oh yeah.
That sounds
wet.
It's disgusting. I think anything about winning a hot dog eating contest is honorable. Like the prize is more hot dogs, you gavone.
Yeah, God bless. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Get some letters.
All right. So a couple other questions that we had for you guys. We do have a game plan later, so we're really excited about this.
All right.
Okay. So Danny, you've been in Tony and Tina's wedding. And Joey, you were in my big fat Greek wedding. So we wanted to know if either of y'all have ever crashed a wedding.
Yes.
Really?
I have.
Yes?
And I actually have a clip of it somewhere where we were at one wedding and in the same place there was another wedding. And me and my buddy Richie went in. And this is actually even, I think, a little bit after NSYNC. And I walked in and we just walked in with a camera and danced around on the dance floor for a while, hung out and then left. I didn't stay that long, but definitely crashed it in that sense.
Wow.
Aw.
I've never crashed a wedding, but me and my best friend in high school, Teresa, we used to keep my tux, and she'd get a couple of dresses, and whatever her B and C choice dress was, we'd go to other schools' proms. Nice. We were just like they're not going to turn away a 16-year-old in a tuxedo. Like we were just like walked in. You don't recognize anyone everywhere. Everybody's got a haircut, like
you look different.
We would just like walk in and go to other proms. We went to like 2 or 3 proms.
She doesn't even go here. Is that what they say?
Oh yeah, definitely. I deserve that. I deserve that one.
Well, you walked into that one, definitely.
Thank you, mistress. May I have another?
How often do you hear that, Danny? Every day?
Oh my god, yeah, please. Every day. I love it, actually. I lean into it. If it brings people joy, why not?
Why not?
That was the whole point of everything I did in life.
Exactly.
Was to make people happy. So if people come up to me with huge smiles and say something, I love it. Yeah. It would be different if some guy was like, "Hey, you jerk off. You want your pink shirt back?" Right. Like it's like a different thing. But sweet people coming up to me being like, I love you from this or I love you from that. God bless you.
I know. I love when people do that though. Like other people, like, oh, I can't stand it. I'm like, that's what made you where you are today. Like
See,
I hear people go, oh, bye, 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 and I'm like, I never heard that before, but it's funny. It's, you know, at least you remembered. Crap, shit.
or the intention is adorable, you know, or sweet. Like it's not necessarily even the joke. It's like the way they do it could be sweet. I was a fan. I grew up a fan. I wrote letters to like, I mean, if you saw my autograph collection, that would have made me come out before I came out of the closet. Like I had autographs from like B. Arthur and Bette Midler and Mary Tyler Moore.
That wasn't a sign.
I mean, come on, honey, right? Whoopi Goldberg. So I grew up a fan. So I love fandom. I'm obsessed with John Waters. I have my own things that I love that I geek out over. Like I met Ming Stoll this year, and I was totally geeking out. Like I love that. So if you geek out with me, girl, I'll give you. I'll pull out buttons from my pocket. I got like weird. I don't know how to. I want to make people have a good time. So I love that.
So you give me buttons.
I do. I have like little silly things I do. Like for instance, like at the cons and stuff. Like there's that weird in between time where you're leaving your area and you're going to like pee or take a break or have lunch or to a panel, right? So in that in between time, I keep broken pieces of Crown. Like from Mean Girls, and if anyone's like, oh my god, I'm like, I'll see you at my booth, and I throw them a piece of Crown. Because it's literally like, I mean, I remember like even Rip Taylor used to carry the confetti,
right?
You know, and like
I love Rip Taylor.
it's hysterical. If you got hit with a big face of confetti around, like that's so much joy.
That's it. So, but that's a story. It's a story, you know. Oh my God.
It's a story.
You know, throw me a freaking piece of Crown. Are you kidding me? That's like I watched that and lived that.
And the gift of that is an energy exchange of experience. It's like, I've quoted you, I've loved your thing, I liked your music, I liked your performance in this or whatever. Like you carry that for me, like I love you back. Like, you know what I mean?
Same way.
It's that same kind of energy shift.
Joey, what do you geek out over?
Everything. I'm the gayest straight man ever. I love musicals. I don't even pay attention to sports. I can care less. I geek out over Superman stuff. I geek out over. Because I used to go to the cons before I even started signing them. You know, even with them, even at the height of my career. In Orlando, Spooky Empire. Every year, even the very first year I went, I was like, this is freaking awesome. And then I remember there was a Rocky Horror Picture Show where everybody sat on the floor and all these different troops came in and did all these different troops came in and did each section or a scene, and then another troop would come in and do another scene, another troop. So it was really awesome. I was like, this shit is great. So I went every year, and I just love any of that kind of stuff. Big in the 80s movies, of course, you know, Back to the Future, Goonies, Labyrinth, any of that kind of stuff. That's up my alley. That's me. Yeah. I geek out over everything.
Danica and I are both like born and raised theater kids. We love musical theater. So what are some of your favorite musicals, and what is a musical that you would like to be in?
Do you have a dream?
Well, my first musical that I ever fell in love with was my dad was in it, not on Broadway. It was just like a little playhouse theater kind of show, and I was like, what is like? I knew nothing about that kind of stuff. It was the first time I ever really went into it, and I said I'd love to even be a part of that or be in that movie. Was Pirates of Penzance. Yeah. That's my all-time favorite. So yeah.
Isn't that public domain?
Pirate King.
Isn't that public domain?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it right now.
I'm down.
Let's go.
I love my favorite musical I love Aaron's and Flattery. I love all their musicals, like Once on the Silent. I love My Favorite Year because it's about like a comedy writer, kind of like, and it's kind of like Sid Caesar's Your Show of Shows, which is the thing that made me fall in love with acting through my dad. And like, I also feel like, but I think if I could pick any show to be in that's an older show, I'd want to do Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum.
Yeah,
I would love to be Pseudolus all day long. Like I just think it'd be so much.
You'd be so good at that.
I know.
You're hired.
Well, Danica's a director, so
sure, yeah. I'll let you know when I direct it.
In Florida?
In Houston, actually.
Oh, in Houston. Okay, nice. That's where my stepbrother lives with the Sugar Gliders.
Oh, cool.
Oh, no,
Danica, what's your favorite musical?
Andrew's yelling. I love you, Joey. Love you too.
My favorite? Oh God. I mean, Once on the Silent is really up there.
Did you see the new production, the one that happened with Alex Newell?
Not in person.
Literally, like one of the best theatrical experiences of my life. It was so it was so imaginative and groundbreaking, I thought.
But still, I think, I mean, just because I was raised in this, you know, I'm a 80s child, so Rent is way up there. So hats off to Joey for killing that role.
Thank you. I tried. I tried. Yes, really, Edward. Pirates of Penzance. Yes.
See, my favorite musical for some reason has always been Jesus Christ Superstar. Even as a little Jew girl, I'm like, I love you, Jesus. He's just, man, so good.
That's awesome.
And before we started all this, we were talking about Beetlejuice. And I know both of y'all had the opportunity to see it before, I mean, Broadway kind of went dark. What do you think, like, we can expect once everything gets up and running, like, in New York? Like, how fast do you think they're going to get back up and running?
I don't think it's going to be that fast. I'll be honest with you. I think just because of the fact that people are still just going to be getting used to the new norm as far as, are we able to go out with everyone yet? Or do we wear a mask all the time now? You know, that kind of the new norm. But when is it okay to do arts and theater and concerts and shows and all that stuff? So I don't know. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time. But I know some people, a big group are probably like, screw it, let's go. And go.
I think for a small amount of time, the prices are going to go down because it's like with everyone. And I think that actually might expose a lot of other people to the arts and doing things. And then eventually when more people are interested in it, maybe then the economy will rise again and it'll all go up. But I wonder if there'll be a little bit of a period of time where I'm not going to be, or maybe not me, but someone else who can't even do it, might not be able to pay like $400 for like a front row ticket to something, Maybe it might level that kind of thing. I think our economy was getting to a crazy point anyway. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. But I mean, when you're paying like $13 for an ice cream at a mall or like, right. $8 for water and coffee beans, like it's like eventually something's got to happen. And, so as far as that goes, who knows? But the show must go on. There'll always be a show. I mean, I'm already trying to think about how we could do Merrily We Go Along the online. like we have to adapt and we have to shift. And I think also like before we had the writer's strike, it was like kind of taboo for movie stars to do television. And then all of a sudden we had Glenn Close on TV and Kiefer Sutherland.
Like, what? Yeah.
And it like blew everybody's mind, right? So now I think this is taking a little bit of the thing off of streaming. Like everyone's trying to do something online and figure out a way to reach audiences, even as performers, And I think that, even like me doing my Italian mom character, I've had that shelf for so long, I'm like, now's the time for me to shave my beard and do it. And that's why I'm doing it. So it's like it's forcing artists to look inside themselves to find out what you have in your living room to make a show. And I think that that's a really interesting thing because,
it's interesting because we all did it when we were kids.
Yeah, and
it's relating back to what we used to do. It's like, okay, well, how do I find a curtain or something, or how can I make a dress? Let me find, it's like, oh, here it is.
Well, that was my point. Is I felt like the budget.
Matchmaker, make me.
Hava, have I got a match for you? He's handsome. He's tall. All right, he's 62, but he's a nice man. That's true.
Fiddler.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah, sorry, Danny.
No, I was just saying that, like, one of the reasons I was so afraid to do more Italian Mom is I had taken it to a level that I felt like I'd have to add more to the budget, make it bigger, everything else. And now I could take it down to a wig and lipstick in my little kitchen, and it doesn't matter because we're excused of having to have the bigger show right now.
True.
And I think it takes all these artists back down to purpose. So maybe we might have a less superfluous, less like self-serving art, and like a lot of the art that's going to come out of this dark age will be a renaissance of it might be more meaningful and more grounded.
True.
I love that. Yeah. I love that so much. Yeah. So we had Kylie asked you, Danny, if you were able to keep anything from the set of Mean Girls or if you were able to keep the pink shirt.
The pink shirt actually was never my wardrobe because it was supposed to be mine, but Lindsay wore it, so it was her costume. So I never actually wore it. So that's a weird thing.
There you go.
And they let me keep every single thing that I wore that I didn't wear in the movie, and I had a very extensive closet. So I got a lot of clothes from it, but they didn't let me have one thing that was used in the movie. And the blue hoodie is in the Smithsonian Museum.
No, that's awesome.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not. I wish it was.
That'd be
great.
awesome.
I know that'd be great. It's not.
What?
It's not. I'm kidding. Who knows where it is? Like, that's probably like it was probably like, I don't know, a character word in The Secret Life of Zack and Cody. After that, they just like rent. I don't know.
Okay. And we were talking about musicals before. Do you have any feelings on Mean Girls the musical?
I liked it. It was such a unique experience for me. It's a whole different thing. I mean, as a musical, I enjoyed it so much. I thought it had its own thing, and its own thing is fabulous. I did feel weird, like a little bit, because it's like, this character has become such a part of my life. Like, I can't go to the store without hearing this character be brought up again, or do any interview, or do anything in my career again without that being mentioned, which, by the way, is a blessing. It's like an amazing thing. It's a pillar of my life or whatever. But then to have to share it with people and see it turned into something else, it felt a little weird. But I absolutely loved it. And Gray Henson's, it was amazing. And I had such... Yeah, do I what?
Yeah, good. Sorry.
No, it was just so cool. I mean, I just wish I played Coach Carr or something.
True. But I was about to ask you a question, though, but do you think is it a little flattering, though, that the fact that someone is playing a role that you did, you know what I mean? That was your...
To be honest with you, like, not even taking the ego out of it, what I actually found the most rewarding thing about it was that in 2004, it was the first time I saw a character like me, who looked like me, who was chubby and being gay and being able to like survive and be in a movie. And it was like, it didn't even get like a GLAAD nomination. And now here we have like, now we're in a different time, and we have
people are praising and loving it.
And he's like the focus of the show, and like got the Tony nom. And it's like, we're in a world where that could be, his character was sexually active. His character was like a living, breathing, my character probably didn't even have his first kiss yet. So it was kind of like a whole different way to look at it, to see how far we'd come,
True.
And know that now there's many examples now for kids that look like me when I was 16.
Oh yeah.
Like even the same thing, my Big Fat Greek Wedding, when I did the first one, she wanted me to the character that I play is actually based off of her cousin. And he actually came out to her at her wedding, and she wanted to put it in there, but the year and I think the timing was not correct. And then when the second one hit, if anybody's seen it, and spoiler alert, big deal, watch it, I come out and I'm actually gay in the second one. And it was that transition of figuring out, and it's interesting you say that as far as the times and how the times have definitely changed, where it's definitely a lot more open, thank the Lord, and people are now accepting, as much as they are, whoever they are. But I think it's just more acceptance, which is great, which is, a really good feeling that is definitely overcome. Sucks that it had to be that time and it wasn't your time when you should be getting all the motherfucking credit.
Well, the Trailblazers often get the arrows and not the land. So
yeah, correct.
There you go. Okay, so Joey, we actually just got a question. Who is your favorite Impractical Joker?
None of them. I hate all of them.
That's the correct answer. No.
Suck. No, all the guys have their own little space, man. I've been working with them for quite some time now, doing another season of Impractical Jokers After Party once hopefully this is all done. Shameless plug. But it's weird because sometimes when I hang out with them, I'll hang out with Sal one day, I'll hang out with Murr another day, I'll hang out with Joe, and I'll hang out with Q. So it's hard to say really who, but the first person I ever met and really gelled was Sal. So basically that's kind of my favorite. I don't know.
Have either of y'all ever had a really good prank pulled on you, or have you ever pulled a really great prank on someone?
I have a little story that comes to mind.
Okay.
When I was in college, my dad, we're cool with my dad now, but he like left our family, and like we were alone, and my mom didn't have a lot of money, and Christmas came around, and we were kind of all nervous, and we were like, what are we gonna do, and so I came up with this idea, and I was like, hey, let's all just get us each other one joke gift. And we'll just make it something silly. It doesn't have to be that much money. And so what I did for them was I went into their rooms and just wrapped something that they didn't care about that was already in their room. And so they spent all this time trying to figure out what these packages were. And they were just like, what is this? And then I was like, okay, we got a little lit, and we were all sitting around together, and we were like, okay, we're going to, all open them up at the same time. So everybody ripped them open, and then we just laughed for 20 minutes. We couldn't even talk about what happened. And later my mom described it. She said, at first I was like, I like this. Then I was like, I have this. Then I was like, this is mine. And for my mom, I wrapped a melted candle from her bathroom. My brother, I wrapped a picture that he drew of my grandfather when he was younger, and my sister, I wrapped one of her glasses from her homecoming.
Oh my gosh!
I highly suggest to wrap something someone already owns for them
funny.
this Christmas. Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna have to do that now.
Yeah.
Thank you for the idea. Mine. Oh man, I almost shit my pants at one moment. Long time ago, we were in New Orleans with NSYNC on tour. Obviously, had one too many drinks. We were on our balcony, looking over Bourbon Street, and some guy in a chair passed out with almost like a lit cigarette, just passed out, he was sleeping. And about 3 or 4 of us were standing like, "Who's this guy?" Nobody knows who he was. We're like, "Anybody know who this guy is?" Just passed out. No, he's not. Okay, well, let's have some fun. So who took a picture over the shoulder with their ass out next to his face? Who took out their broccoli rabe and put it on his shoulder? All that kind of stuff. So the funny part about it was, okay, Lance is known to do pretty good pranks and pretty good jokes. And we asked a friend and said, "Hey, who was this?" And they're like, "Well, it's some guy who's, I guess, one of Lance's friends. He's a cop." We're like, "What? He's a New York cop?" Oh, shit. Didn't hear anything. About 6 months later, we're on tour. We go on tour where our hub is in New York City. I think we did something in Jersey, a concert, and we were coming back. And that night, everybody's like, "Hey, let's all go out tonight. Let's all go to a strip club." We're like, "All right, let's all go to a strip club." My dad was there. I don't know if my brother was there, but I know my dad was there. Almost all of course, Justin wasn't there, but all the other guys, Justin might have been there. All the guys were there. Mark Anthony was there. It was just a random bunch of people. So we're sitting in the strip club. They give me shots. I'm drinking. We're all hanging out, having a great time. Also, one of my security guard comes and says, "Hey, listen, we're gonna leave right now. There's a bunch of cops outside for some reason. We don't know why." I said, "All right." So we get up, we start leaving. Cops stop me. Say, "Hey, sir, were you in New Jersey today for a concert?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Did you happen to talk to a 16-year-old underage girl about, wanting to hang out or something like that?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, No, I didn't say anything." Also, now they're holding my dad back. Now my dad's going up there going, "What's going on?" Blah, blah, blah. Mark Anthony's jumping into it. Lance all jumping, screaming, "Why?" And they're literally grabbing me, about to handcuff me. I go, "Guys," I said, "stop, relax. I'm going to get in the car. We're going to figure this out. Don't worry." I said, "Dad, get in the cab and follow me. I don't know what's happening." I get in the cop car. I drive off. They pull over and they sit there for about 10 minutes. And I'm sitting there trying to go in my head, what is going on? Nothing happened. There's no way I ever did anything like that. I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, what the hell's going on? Freaking out now. Get to the precinct. I walk out. The cop walks out from the balcony and says, "Paybacks are a bitch, aren't they?" And everybody was outside screaming and cheering because I was the head runner that wanted to take the picture with everybody's butt out and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, they actually had the cops involved and everything and pretty much tried to arrest me, but it was all BS because the cop.
Oh man!
Wow.
Horrible.
That's the worst.
I felt like total crap because at first, but I'm thinking to myself, going, "I didn't do anything. I didn't talk to anybody. What the hell is she talking about? Like, what the heck?"
All you did was play drunk Jenga on that guy.
The only way to play Jenga.
Only way.
Okay, so before we get to the game, I guess Bob wants to know how your experience was on The Masked Singer, Joey.
Hot, sweaty, can't breathe. A lot of things. But, I've actually talked to Wayne Brady about this as Wayne played the Fox. He won. But the thing is we've actually did characters at Disney. So we kind of known what it was like to be in that realm, but not singing it. That's the one thing that was probably really very difficult. But I guess over the years, too, I had this claustrophobia. I don't even know how to say it, though, as far as being claustrophobic. But it was weird because I've never experienced that before. And then the minute I stopped performing, I was like, I need to rip this thing off. And that actually being in that thing actually helped me kind of zone that out and tune that out and figure out where my focus was so I didn't freak out about it. And I kind of overcame it, which was interesting during that ride. So, yeah, it was crazy, fun, and scary all at the same time.
Awesome. And Danny, you just participated in a show on E, and you sang Venus. Yeah. And you look amazing. What was that like?
The funny dance show. It's fun. It's one of those shows, your whole point is just to make the judges laugh with your dance. So that was really fun. I was doing Rocky Horror in Texas, in San Antonio, with Ginger Minge, Laganja Stranja, and Cynthia Lee Fontaine, and we were all living together.
Oh my God.
And so when I got that, they went over all the songs that I got to choose from and helped me pick my song. And Laganja and Ginger helped me. Laganja taught me how to vogue, and it was a voguing Venus flytrap. And I got to win. I won $10,000 for charity. Adorable.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was great. Yeah.
I love Laganja and Ginger. Okay. So We have a couple games that we want to play with you guys.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to bring up the first game. It is called, oh my God, Danny DeVito, I love your work. So in this game, we're going to have pictures of Danny DeVito, and we need y'all to identify.
Should I say the title, though?
Yeah. So we want to know what film this is from, if either of y'all know.
And what is it called?
Oh, this one? I think I know.
What do you think it is? Matilda?
Yeah.
Correct.
That's all right.
Matilda. Points. Woo! There's no points. We're all winners. All right.
I already suck.
Do we know this one?
Ooh, this is tough.
Yeah.
This one's a little tough. You guys can play in the comments too. So I'll give a hint for this one. It is a TV show. Oh, an episode.
Sunny, Sunshine, Sunny, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always
Always
Sunny in
Sunny.
Philadelphia.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay.
Yes.
Oh crap! Space Jam.
Everybody get up. Okay. Next one. And the next one.
Okay.
This is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, nice.
That was in my
You guys
head.
are good.
It was foggy. I wasn't gonna say it because I don't want to be wrong.
This one's hard.
Dumbo.
Dumbo.
No.
No?
This is actually not Dumbo.
Before that.
Shakes the Clown. I don't know.
That was a good movie.
What was this? Late 90s, maybe?
Late 90s.
I think it could be 2000s. Does anyone in the comments know? We can give some
Big
hints.
Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it
there
is?
you go.
Oh, good one.
Nice.
Shock. Taxi.
Yeah, Taxi.
There you go.
And I think this is the next one I think is our last one.
Well, obviously Mini Me, but I can't remember. Is it actually from Austin Powers?
It is Austin Powers. Yep.
Whatever number, like 82, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Austin Powers.
33.
You got it. Yeah, this is Austin Powers and Goldmember. Okay, y'all did great.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna stump you, but you got him all.
Come on.
Okay, cool.
Danny DeVito's amazing.
He is.
I truly do love his work.
Okay, Danica, do you want to
We're ready
the
for
next game?
our next game? All right. So being that Danny was recently on RuPaul's. Oh no, wait. We're doing this one. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one. We need you guys to figure out if these national holidays occur in May or in other months.
So,
Okay.
well,
They're
basically,
all real national holidays.
so this game is called "It's Gonna Be May." One of these two holidays occurs in May. So you just have to tell us which one occurs in May. Is it Open an Umbrella Indoors Day or National Hole in My Bucket Day? Which one occurs in May?
I want to say Open an Umbrella Indoors Day.
I was going to say Hole in the Bucket.
Okay, the correct answer is National Hole in My Bucket Day.
Hey.
Actual holiday. All right, let's go to the next one.
Full-on
Why?
expert.
Why are
Full
they
up.
putting that hole in the bucket?
I'm a full-on expert on holes and buckets. So
All right, Danica.
All right. Our next one, is it Public Sleeping Day or National Sea Monkey Day? Again, these are both real. You just have to figure out which one happens in May.
I'm going to say Sea Monkey Day.
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say
That's
Sea Monkey.
correct. It's National Sea
National
Monkey Day.
Hey, I just wanted it to be so bad.
We have to find a way to celebrate National Sea Monkey Day. I don't know how you celebrate.
Who needs a reason?
Right? Buy a
You know, my
bunch
dad
of
fed
stores.
my sea monkeys to our fish.
You what?
My dad poured our sea monkeys into the fish tank and the fish ate them.
That would happen.
It was so traumatic. It was so traumatic.
I'm traumatized. Okay. So, which of these are in May? Is it Lost Sock Memorial Day or National Creative Vacuum Day?
Lost Sock Memorial Day.
Wow. For all the socks we've lost before.
Okay. That is correct. But Danica and I were trying to figure out earlier what the heck National Creative Vacuum Day? Like, do you make your own Dyson?
She's
Like,
gone
you
from
make your own
suck to
black
blow.
Again, you have to be an expert on holes and buckets to know what that means. So, like, if you
Well,
don't know, you don't know.
I was
We
quoting
refer
from
to you.
Spaceballs. It's National Creative Vacuum Day. Does that mean is the person the vacuum or is
She's gone from suck to
the
blow.
blue?
I
Good question.
can either confirm or deny. We'll have to check with our sources
We'll
later.
get back to you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Then our next one here.
Oh,
There we go. So which of these is in May? Is it National Lumpy Rug Day or National Step in the Puddle and Splash Your Friends Day?
Oh.
I'm
Does it
gonna
rain
say
a lot in May? Or is it
April
more-
showers bring me
Exactly.
flowers. Flowers bring me
Exactly.
flowers. So
So it's
puddles,
National
splash,
Lumpy?
and splash day.
But it's in May, though. It would be April then.
Yeah, but they trick you with that May 1st, May 2nd shit.
All right, I'll agree with you, too, because I would have said puddles, but I kept thinking it was in April.
What do you think, Danica?
Well, unfortunately for both of you, the answer is it's National Lumpy Rug Day.
Wow, spring cleaning.
But they
We
call
don't
me when
know.
I lay down and they put the rug on top of me.
Yeah.
National Lumpy Rug Day.
And
Oh my
I
god! It's been since I've been in quarantine. It's been a really long time since someone's laid a lumpy rug on me.
Okay, I think the next one's
Well,
our
someone's
last.
got to roll it out and beat it a couple of times.
Talk about love my carpet.
All right, I think this is the last one. Okay. National Animal Crackers Day or World Naked Gardening Day. I can give you a hint. One of these.
It's canceled.
One of these is actually today.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
canceled
crap.
because a mask. You have to wear a mask.
True.
The World
And
Naked
that day
Gardening Day.
is Animal Crackers Day.
I say World Naked Gardening Day. Why not?
So today, right now, is National Animal Crackers Day,
Hey!
which means in May is World Naked Gardening Day. So
Wow.
there's that.
Oh.
All right. So we have one final game.
It's crazy.
And this one,
Yes.
like Danica mentioned before, because Danny, you were recently on like my favorite television show, RuPaul's Drag Race.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
We were going to actually ask if you guys wanted to lip sync for your life, but you know, I don't want to put you on the spot.
Be easy on me, okay? I'm tired right now.
It's okay. This game is called Shante You Stay. And in this game, we're going to give you 90s fashion and 2000s fashion, and you have to tell us which one stays and which one goes.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
do y'all go
Which one I think should stay and the other one should go?
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
first one, of course, is Zubas or UFO pants.
Shante You Stay Zubas, and I boot UFOs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sasha
I
away.
agree too, because I would have worn Jenko jeans like that back in the day, but not that big. Those bell
You
bottoms
would
like
have
that.
worn those?
But I see a lot of people wear Zubas still, so they'll stay.
Zuba's a mad cozy. Don't sleep on a Zuba.
So I'm saying you can free ball it Friday.
Yeah.
I was going to say we could all fit in one Zuba.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish every guy wore Zubas. I'd be down to watch that.
That's like guys wearing gray sweatpants.
Yeah, they bring in Brajol to the barbecue every
There
time.
you go.
All right.
They're like a good
Look
project.
at all the sausage. Where's all the peppers? All right.
Okay, so we have bucket hats or visors.
Visors stay, buckets hats go for me.
I agree.
Okay.
I never looked good in a bucket hat. I
No?
always, no, I would.
No,
I
not many
I
people
thought
do.
it worked.
When I was young, yes. Not anymore.
Okay.
All right, what's our next choice?
Horrible.
Denim
Let it
and
all stay. Let it all go
overalls.
away.
Or
Go away.
whatever horrible material these things are made out of. And it looks like Joey's wearing probably vinyl or pleather maybe. And
It is
whatever the other
leather.
you're wearing
If I
is
was in my house, I probably would be able to run in my closet somewhere and find it for
Are
me.
you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
I would wear that for 1 hour and I could cook broccoli in my pocket.
Oh, it was horrible. I would keep the overalls, get rid of that other shit.
I
Joey, like,
cannot.
what material is that? Is that
It
vinyl?
was pleather, and just
Pleather?
it was like, but now it's like deteriorating because it's so old. It's like really fake. It was really bad. It's like stuck together now. It's like completely deteriorating. And then the onesie he had, Justin actually is wearing like a freaking ski jumpsuit. It looks like it's like a freaking onesie.
it's bad. It's real
Oh,
bad.
it was all horrible. I don't know what the frick we thinking, man. It was
Dana's
and the
right.
jacket Chris had, you could fit 5 people in there.
Wow.
Look at him. It looks like Sam Harris singing on Star Search.
Danny, which one did you pick?
Oh, denim stays. What do you, I
Denim
told you I could cook broccoli. It's not good.
Okay.
I had see-through Nikes that were like kind of custom, and like my toes would fog up. It was horrible.
Oh, fun.
Like
Not
jelly?
like a moist toe.
Yeah, there's nothing like, you know what I mean. It's just like a stay fresh. I don't even like it. Like a bird's eye mixed vegetable packet.
Mixed vegetable.
Delicious. I'm starving now. Okay. Next one. We have fanny packs or chain wallets.
First of all, you can't call it a fanny pack because fanny means vagina in London. So you're basically saying like a puss pouch, which is no good.
Okay.
So what you have to do is you have to call it a bum bag.
A bum bag.
Bum
I
bag.
love that.
I got to come out and commit because my audio just went out.
Okay.
I hate this.
Bye, Joey. See you in a minute.
We'll be back soon. It's okay.
Okay. So what are you thinking?
That's okay. This is really important. You have to call it a bum bag, and I think they stay. I think chain wallet's got to go. There's no reason a man can't carry his cell phone and his keys in a bag. That's got to end. That toxic masculinity bullshit. I don't want to put all that stuff in my pockets.
No, just the buttons
around your waist.
Well, because you think it's gay, I can't wear this. No, my mom, she came up to me. She was like, and I'm just, she was like, Danny, I got an old vintage fag bag for you. I was like, how, Mom? You can't say that. She's like, that's what it is.
See, but both of those things have a purpose. But I think both of them have a purpose, though. Meaning the chain, because if somebody usually I used to actually have a chain like that. But
you want to make a double? You want to do a double keep like Rue does sometime, and we keep them both?
You can.
Because I like the fanny pack though too, because it has it. They both have a purpose.
Shante, you both stay.
You both stay. Double winner.
Silence. I have made my decision.
Money exchange.
Fanny pack. Chain wallet. Shante, you both stay.
Love it.
Love this.
All right.
What's our next one here? Oh my. Tie-dye shirts or affliction shirts?
I know what I'm gonna say, but I don't know about you, Joey.
I would say tie-dye.
I'm the opposite. Sorry. Look, that's my queer family right there. That's the LGBTQ plus IA community.
See, but I could wear that like if I wanted to go to Jamaica, and I would wear that.
Right, but this, and I would wear this one if I was Jamaican You Crazy, and like playing my rock music all night in the parking lot.
Right. Or if you want to hang out with a bunch of wrestlers or MMA fighters, that's where you wear affliction.
I'll wear the tie. I'm tie-dye. Shante, you stay.
Oh, wow.
Shante, you stay. All right. And I think this is our last one. Turtlenecks or hoodies?
Hoodies stay. No way for turtlenecks.
No way.
I like them both, but when I usually have a beard, I can't wear a turtleneck. It's horrible. It looks like nothing's happening. It looks like
it connects.
It's like a pencil eraser. So I'm going to say one of those big fat ones that had all the colors, though. Yeah. I'm going to say hoodies stay.
Hoodies stay. All right.
100%.
Some solid choices.
Awesome. All right. Wow. Well, since we are nearing the end of our stream, any final thoughts or anything else you guys want to promote?
I'm just saying it's always fun to be on things like this and be able to not knowing that Danny actually was originally from Brooklyn and I got to know that. So now I have another Brooklynite friend.
Hey, I'm out here. We out here.
there is Betty. I know exactly. I gotta go back to Brooklyn, get some L&B pizza. Definitely got to do that. That would be fun.
And I'm gonna DM you, Joey. We're buddies. Please
now. Please do.
This was awesome.
Yeah,
maybe we'll do a reverse gender sideshow together.
Fabulous. Done.
We're making things happen.
We're making things happen. Art begots art.
We're making dreams come true here, people. We're making dreams come true.
I just want to, I'm doing my Italian mom character. Go to my YouTube page, sign up, subscribe if you want to see what Antoinette's up to. She's very busy these days. And I'm like having a good time. I have a new podcast called Yas Jesus, which is a look at Christianity through the non-sex shaming, sex positive, like gay rainbow lens. Nice. God and gay go together. People don't say they don't. Amen. And everything else, you can find me at What's Up Danny on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, blackpeoplemeet.com, JDate, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, and Venmo.
Perfect. You can find me at Real Joey Fatone, not the fake one, but the Real Joey Fatone. That's all I got there. But I'm also doing a show called What Does Joey Know on YouTube and on YouTube Live and on, what else am I thinking, Facebook Live. We do that. We're going to be starting doing that again. We used to do it Monday through Friday, but now we're going to be starting doing next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we'll be doing that at 2:00 every day. Eastern time. So we're doing that. And that's really it so far. Common Knowledge is on Game Show Network. Weekdays, 5:30. I'm still doing that. You can still see that.
Awesome. Danica?
Oh, I've got the Theater Nerd podcast. Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
And I'm existing. Anyway, make sure you guys make sure you guys tune in. We have some really awesome shows next week, and we'll have the schedule for you real soon. But I think we did it. So
yes, I loved it.
Yes.
Thank you. Guys. Like some so long farewell.
Happy to say goodbye.
All right, guys. You can roll.
Take care.
the outro thing.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Thanks again for tuning in to GalaxyCon Live. Make sure to check out our online store at galaxycon.myshopify.com, where you can find t-shirts, signed and certified Funko Pops, autographs, collectibles, and more. For updates on the upcoming streams, visit us on Facebook at GalaxyCon Live or galaxycon.com.